Hello and welcome to another Analysis Behind the News, where we provide the perspective that you can use to help save American liberty and independence. Today we've got 2 action items for you, if you choose to accept that mission, so please stay tuned. Hey, congratulations to members of JBS, Eagle Forum, and other limited government advocates who stood tall in Idaho last week, informing the state legislature of the dangers for calling for a constitutional convention. They hit pay dirt last week when the committee tabled the Convention of States bill, effectively killing it for the session. One gentleman working closely on this made the comment, "Lots of folks joined together. It was a powerfully motivating feeling to work with so many American patriots." And how does this come about? After all, the self-described Great One, also known as Mark Levin, says JBS only has about 12 members overall and that we've never been effective. Well, Mark, the key is organization. You see, JBS has a continuous ground game. We don't just show up when there's something like this legislation to oppose. We're active in educating and building up the electorate. So what does that mean? For those of you that aren't involved, here's how it works. As part of our membership benefits, JBS members receive a continuous stream of information that either helps build or reinforce a foundation of Americanism, which are the basic founding principles of American liberty and independence. We learn of the constitutional limitations of the federal government, the proper balance of state and federal power, as well as the constitutional tools that we can use to maintain that balance. We also learn of the organized forces that want to see Americanism surrender to globalism, and how many conservative or Republican groups are actually leading that effort. We learn that it is not Republican versus Democrat, rather it's liberty versus tyranny. And no political party has a monopoly on tyranny. Then we take this knowledge and share it with others that are like-minded, regardless of their political affiliation, believe it or not. When we have a small group together then, we work with our coordinator to set up a chapter. And it is these chapters that are the backbone of this organization. These chapters meet on a monthly basis to plan out their activities for the rest of the month. These could be any number of activities that provide support to our action projects. Before members meet at a chapter meeting, they receive monthly instruction from our members-only publication, the John Birch Society Bulletin. This instruction allows members to work together as part of a national effort which carries great influence. You see, it's this influence that has set back the timetable of the agenda of the globalist forces by decades. Chapter activities could include scheduling and attending meetings with state legislators or key local business owners, literature distribution in geo-targeted areas, usually at community events, or possibly even hosting a community speaking event through JBS Speakers Bureau, creating letter writing campaigns, or holding educational workshops on the Constitution using a number of our tools to do so. Not to mention dozens of other projects one can do that basically recruits other members and builds up their influence. And throughout all of this, we build relationships with the people we help to educate, inform, and interact with. We build these relationships face to face, never forgetting the feel of satisfaction that comes with helping others reach their patriotic potential. Of course, one of the hardest things that we face is to organize individuals. After all, none of us are collectivists. We want to be left alone to make our own choices and pursue our own dreams. But in the midst of all of this, we know that if we do not come together and engage in our civic duty, and the time comes to pass the torch of freedom to the next generation, that there may not be any vestige left of the America that our founders created. So, we do this for love of God, family, and country. We strive for less government through the application of the Constitution. And with that less government, we strive for more responsibility to be given back to the citizenry. And we pray that our efforts are blessed with a better world. This is why the John Birch Society exists, why we focus on the areas that we do and the stances we take. In an email that came from the Convention of States, one of the opposing forces in the Con fight, which announced the Idaho legislature's decision, the head of the organization belittles the patriotic legislators for standing their ground. In fact, Mr. Mark Meckler threatens them and then goes on to insinuate that his side has the Washingtons, the Franklins, the Jeffersons, and the Madisons of our day. You know, a perk of our membership in the John Birch Society is that we provide advice on building leadership ability, how to be an effective JBS member, and how to create the greatest influence in your area. We'd have to tell you that having email communications like that does nothing to further relationship building, which is why one of the reasons why this organization that has purported to have millions of members cannot successfully gain enough traction to overcome the 12 members of the John Birch Society. Thank you, Mark Levin. So, action item number 1. If you're not yet a member, apply for membership today at jbs.org. And once you do so, you'll learn of opportunities in your area from your coordinator. And action item number 2, if you already are a JBS member, commit today to take on the responsibility of recruiting at least 4 people this month. Your section leader or coordinator can help with some ideas. So, until next time, we'll see you then. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. Click here to watch more videos, and click here to visit our site.